الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. صدق الله العظيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على خاتم النبيين محمد الأمين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. اللهم فقهنا في الدين ربي زدني علما. ثم أما بعد. A quick recitation of the ayah number 1 or 2 of Surah Al-Imran that I recited. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, O people who believe, be fearful and mindful of Allah as He should be feared, and do not die except in the state of complete submission. In the era of Islamophobia, it is very imperative to understand the word Islam. And inshallah today I will try to explain this word of Islam. The word Islam in Arabic language comes from the root Sin Lam Mim Salama in fourth family. The word formation is Aslama, he surrendered. Yuslimu, he surrenders. Islaman is the idea or masdar, meaning surrendering to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. فَهُوَ Muslimun, so the Muslim is the one who surrenders to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is also important to know the word Allah. There may be some non-Muslim brothers and sisters in the audience. For them, it is important to understand the word Allah. In Arabic language, the word Allah is unique that it cannot be used for any created things. It can only be used for the Creator. So the meaning of Islam is to submit or surrender to the Creator. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Yasin, لَا الشَّمْسُ يَنبَغِي لَهَا أَن تُدْرِكَ الْقَمَرَ وَلَا اللَّيْلُ سَابِقُ النَّهَارِ وَكُلٌّ فِي فَلَكٍ يَسْبَحُونَ. That the sun cannot get to the moon and the night cannot come before the day, and all of them are revolving in their orbits. What Allah means in this ayah that the sun is doing what it is doing not because it wants to do it. It is doing what it is doing because Allah, the Creator, ordered it to do it like this. Similarly, the earth is rotating on its axis exactly how Allah has ordered it to do. In Surah Rahman, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, مَرَجَ الْبَحْرَيْنِ يَلْتَقِيَانِ بَيْنَهُمَا بَرْزَخٌ لَا يَبْغِيَانِ. That we have gathered two bodies of water and they do not mix. And there is a partition between them that you cannot see. So these two bodies of water are not mixing because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has ordered them not to mix. So these two bodies of water are completely in submission to Allah, the Creator. Another place Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, this is Surah Al-Imran, أَفَغَيْرَ دِينِ اللَّهِ يَبْغُونَ وَلَهُ أَسْلَمَ مَنْ فِي السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ طَوْعًا وَكَرْهًا وَإِلَيْهِ يُرْجَعُونَ. That what? They seek a religion other than Allah, while whatever is in the skies and in earth submits willingly or unwillingly to Allah, and to Him they will return to. Please note the word Aslama here that I mentioned. The same word forms Islam in the same family. So whatever is in the earth and in the heavens, completely submitted to the will of Allah, our Creator. And that is Islam. Many of us here are physicians. Let me give you a quick medical example. This is my hand. and it has blood, it has muscle, bone, skin, everything. In the muscle, I know that there are some channels, sodium potassium channel, they're working exactly what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has asked it to do. If you go in further detail, the sodium atom we see has positive charges inside and the negative charges revolving around it. Exactly how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has ordered. I cannot say, oh, you are my sodium atom. I don't want you to work like I want to. I don't want the electrons to work 7,000 trillion times a second. I want them to revolve like 100 times a second. If I say that, people will call me crazy. The electron is also rotating on their axis, just like the earth is rotating on its axis. Exactly how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has ordered it to do. So whether it's a big object or a small object, and you can go even smaller than an electron, every particle in the universe is working exactly how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has ordered it to work. There is one exception, however, in the ayah that I recited, that this ayah is addressed to the humans who reject the idea of submission. So the human being in the physical self is 100% submitted, as I explained, to the electron level in the body. One may argue that we also get sick. When we get sick, the pathology is as important science of medicine as physiology. So in the sickness also, the body is behaving exactly how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has ordered it to do. You may say that, oh doc, you are kind of confusing us. So see this ayah, وَلَا تَكُونُوا كَالَّذِينَ نَسُوا اللَّهَ أَنسَاهُمْ فَأَنفُسَهُمْ أُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْفَاسِقُونَ. That don't be like those who have forgotten Allah, so Allah have made them forgetting themselves. And these are the fasiq people. Meaning that the human being, the real self, can deny Allah. With this hand, I can do bad thing. I can steal. This is my decision. But I cannot change the physiology or pathology of this hand. And this is the exam. So with this definition, we should understand that our part is the real part. If that real part, the real being of human, is in complete submission of Allah, this is called Islam. And we can see when we see anything on the internet, on the TV, in the news, that somebody is doing some bad stuff in the name of Islam, we can think what the definition of Islam, that the real self in accordance to the Creator. And we can find the answer. Thank you very much. Just in the end, I will tell you, if you would like to study, there is a book by Nathan Lean, L-E-A-N, and that book is about the Islamophobia industry. So whenever we see anything like this, we should think what Islam is. Thank you.